live on Stream It Sports, Northern Colorado. It's PSD High School basketball. This broadcast is brought to you by Schrader Oil, fuel your day. By Pedersen Toyota, everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in Northern Colorado. And now for the play-by-play, here's David Haase and Randy McCoy.
Welcome to Poudre School District Athletics. Tonight, live on Stream It Sports from Rocky Mountain High School in beautiful Fort Collins, Colorado. The Rocky Mountain Lobos host the visiting Monarch Coyotes in Colorado High School boys varsity basketball action. Hello, my name is David Haase, along with my partner Randy McCoy and Dylan Danatel on camera. We're here at Rocky Mountain tonight to see a Front Range League conference game, Randy. Two teams having good years. Monarch looking to stay on the heels of the Lambkins, who lead the conference here from Fort Collins High School. Lobos looking to improve on a team that's been on the rise. Yes, and that you couldn't get pretty much a more evenly matched game. 11-10 Rocky Mountain's coming in, and 12-9 Monarch is coming in. And again, they both average 60 points a game. I was going through the stats, and they literally are a mirror image. Very, very similar stats. You're exactly right. I think we'll see a little bit more depth in scoring from Monarch, and the big three coming out for Rocky will be minus one of their athletes tonight. Tyler Hyland, as we see, is in a tied shirt, so not going to be on the floor for the Lobos. We'll see how that plays out tonight. Someone's got to pick up that scoring and leadership from him. And Monarch is right there. If Fort Collins would falter one time, Monarch is 8-2 right now, so they're actually ahead of Fossil Ridge, even though their overall record is 12-9. They've done good in the little weaker Front Range Conference this year. We're used to that being a 5 and 6 and 7 team conference, and this year it's kind of one. It's that pre-conference. That's that pre-conference type of schedule that you see went out there, because actually they are 4-7 out of conference, 8-2 in it, as you said. So. But you want to finish strong, and that's what conference is all about, and seeding for state and everything comes up in the next week or so. And as we wind it down, we'll be back here at Rocky Mountain High School for the tip-off and the starting lineups very soon.
Great news! We broke our all-time sales record, and it's all thanks to my nephew, Skylar.
Bro, it's Sky.
After my brother made me hire Sky, I switched us to First Bank to make up for him. Now business is better than ever.
No matter the reason, switching to First Bank can help your business grow.
Honestly, the experience here at Pedersen sold me. Quick, easy.
It was easy, an easy process.
Super easy.
It's just as easy as could be. My name is Sonny Lubick, and I've been a customer of Pedersen's for over 25 years. After a while, you're not a customer anymore, you're family. They really build up a relationship. And I think probably the thing that keeps me coming back the most is their service is easy. It's too easy, in fact.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
You're watching PSD High School Sports live in high definition on Stream It Sports NoCo.
Back here now, just had our national anthem. Soon to have our starting lineups. Thanks for those of you tuning in here tonight from Monarch. If you couldn't make the trip up I-25, a little tough on a Tuesday night, we understand that. And Streaming Sports, we're glad to bring this to you. Out for Monarch first. Roy Grigsby Sr., number 1. Xavier Johnson, the junior, 13 points a game, number 2 for the Rocky Mountain Lobos. Number 21, Sawyer Weiler, another senior for Monarch. Joseph Urinowitz, number 12, having 11 points a game too for the Lobos. 22 for the Monarchs is Keegan Johnson, junior, averaging 11 points a game. Joseph Elliott, 15 points a game, leads the team in scoring. Number 40. Monarch number 33 is Eric Flaska, the sophomore. Final starter out, number 44 is Fred Habrecht for the Lobos. And number 55 rounds out the lineup for Monarch, and Johnson McIntyre. So a little bit of height over there for the Monarch Coyotes tonight, Randy. See if Lobos can keep that floor active, run them up and down the court, but pretty mixed, well matched up groups, as you were saying.
Yeah, and again, you look at the schedules, look at the records they have right now, and then you look at the statistics, and you got the makings of a great high school contest tonight. Just coming off the glow of the big Nuggets win last night over the Warriors, and so I'm ready to watch some basketball after watching that.
A lot of good basketball. Glad to have you tuning in here tonight. Rocky Mountain High School hosting the Coyotes at Front Range League play right here on Streaming Sports.
And starting right on time.
Tip handle. Actually, Lovell's out there, so he missed one in the lineup. Sorry about that for you for the Lobos. We kind of got chatting about the kids with number 45 out there, Noah Lovell. So big on big out there, about as tall as Coach Taffel can start with both Lovell and Habrecht on the floor. So matchup zone, long three. And I tell you what, Joseph Elliott, you know this better than most everybody. He's the leading percentage free throw or three-point shooter in this town, and you're shooting better than Braxton Bertolette. You're filling it up.
Yeah, he's a great stand and shoot guy.
Oh, that's how you want to run a little backdoor cut there, wasn't it? He knew he was going to be there and just dropped it off. Coach Brenning, as we said over there for the Coyotes. Coach Taffel in his second year for the Lobos. Little switch up on defense there after a made basket. Coyotes come back in a man. Habrecht bulls his way in. And that's exactly what the Lobos would like early. Draw the foul. And Habrecht, long, lanky, and pretty strong. So the senior goes to the line for 2.
Pretty light Tuesday night crowd here in Fort Collins. We had another stellar day weather-wise.
Kind of tough to come back inside. So 0 for 2 there. Habrecht not unable to connect. Rebound from Monarch. They bring it down quickly from the three-point line outside, and good. That's just drained. Nice shooting there by Taylor Trin.
Well, I love the ball fake.
Yeah.
He faked the...
Set it up. Leading scorer, 16 points a game for the Coyotes. I think if you're going to leave Elliott alone, that's going to make you pay eventually. Lobos might have got away with one there. Goes in.
I think I'd have to see Xavier hit a couple before I'd go out on him too much.
Yeah, no, you're right. And that was, I got it mixed up there.
He's a thrasher.
Wow. Trent, the junior, back-to-back buckets. Nice baseline jumper there.
And first time seeing Monarch Coyotes this year, so very impressive start for them.
7-3 they lead here early going. 6:10 left in the first quarter. Johnson kicks back out. Long three, back off. Habrecht strong on the boards, offensive rebound. he's just a stronger athlete than you're seeing with McIntyre underneath. The baby hook doesn't go.
Oh, what an and one.
Yeah, if you're going to be hitting him that hard, you got to take care of the ball, don't you? Yeah, it was a collision play. Elliott let him go by him and had the collision, but got to get that arm if you're gonna go that aggressive. So a timeout taken, 7-3 here, the lead of the Coyotes. They'll be at the line when we come back. You're watching Stream It Sports.
Everyone complains about millennials. Nonsense. Millennials, I salute you. You save money like no other generation. You share cars, Wi-Fi passwords, canoes, deodorants. My grandson bought a pair of pants with me. They share pants. Today's his pants day. No baby boomer ever shared a pair of pants with me.
Getting our numbers straight here. We've got some discrepancies between Max Preps and the roster here. I think number 1 is probably McIntyre.
That's what I'm going to go with, too. And Grigsby looks to be on the other end there, averaging 15.7 rebounds a game. So the three-point play is made. Basket was good, so 10-7 now, or 10-3, excuse me. Lobos' lone scorer is Elliott's three-pointer to start the game. Good ball movement.
Rocky Mountain has struggled with the press a little bit this year.
Urinos goes up, partially blocked. Habrat gets the follow through. Lovell gets the extra. Pump fake goes up, still not good. Lobos all over the offensive boards, but can't get one to fall. 4 offensive rebounds in one sequence, and they not only a foul, no call, but no bucket. I think that's just good, solid defense. Nobody from Monarch, as you see when you coach, Randy, you don't want the swing of the arms, do you?
No, it was good, clean fun there.
Little high weave from the top just to cut down. Baseline jumper. Rebound Elliott.
Rocky
Good
trying to run a little bit.
Interior Lod pass there. Lovell had the inside pass but put it down. Keegan Johnson's going to be whistled for his first foul. That'd be 2 on the Coyotes, 1 so far on the Lobos.
You don't mind that kind of foul. He's going after the ball, but
yeah. Nice look underneath. Xavier Johnson for the 2. Cut the lead in half to 5-10 now. Thrown out of bounds there. In now for the Lobos, number 21, Ryan Hutchison.
Gonna go a little smaller now.
Well, you got to match the lineups on the court there, too. If they're going to press you with a bunch of guards, you should have another ball handler in there. Hutchison, a standout receiver for the Lobos football team. You know he's got the speed. Need to get it across the court.
I bet you McIntyre might play football too, huh?
Yeah, you'd think so. Older brother, good solid receiver for the Buffs down in Boulder, that other school we don't talk about.
And played at Monarch as well.
Yeah. Second three-pointer deep in the corner by Trent. It's quick 8 points for him out of the gate here with 4 minutes left in the first quarter, 13-5. Monarch leads.
Monarch's got a good, strong basketball tradition, so.
Johnson drive, pump fakes, goes inside, has to pull it back. Elliott goes in, he's going to grab, get the foul call, hit on the head, so he'll go to the line.
And Elliott's got to do that. That will keep his three-point shot open if he can bring the ball down, go to the bucket. Even if he doesn't make them, he needs to do it.
Yep. Well, you get to the line here, we already know he's an excellent free throw shooter. Normally that's the kiss of death from us, so good to see that one go in. Second one coming. (13-7) now after the pair of free throws from Elliott. Still the man defense. Boy, Trin got a quick release. That's the first one he's missed. Johnson, strong pull-up puck, takes Hutchinson out of bounds. Kicks it back out to Urinowitz. Big man knocks down the three, 13-10.
I'll tell you what, next year you got to watch out for that young man.
Well, as you said, too, he started since he's a freshman.
Well, he can shoot the three, he can dunk the ball. He
travel.
Mind you, a little bit of a young Alex Simidini in some ways, the way he plays.
Fair way to say it, yeah. Good mid-range
about the
shooter.
same place in his career, I guess I would say.
Yep.
Of course, Simidini down at
Fort Lewis
starting.
C.J. Schmansky in now, the junior, number 15 for the Coyotes.
Oh, nice give.
Yeah, that was unselfish there. Just to see his big man down court, gets to hand it off. Lobos have cut it from 13-5 to 13-12.
Your teammates will like you more when you do stuff like that. He could have gone in and got his own layup, but chose to give the ball up. Good job by the young man.
Nice job, Hutchinson, that time cutting McIntyre off in the lane. Lost ball on the ground, picked up by Urinowitz.
And one.
Nice left hand. Boy, he protected the ball well, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Talk about how you want to coach your players when they're going to the rim like that on the fast break.
Well, you got to keep the ball on the outside away from the defender. You know, he used his right hand, which I like that because so many times we see players come down and use their left hand and then they don't get the foul and they don't make the shot. So, you know, try to score. Don't just try to get the foul. And he used his right hand and he got fouled and made it because he's a strong player.
Strong finish.
Just a sophomore.
Yep, the and one puts him up 15-13, so a 10-point run, 10-0 run for the Lobos.
You know, we had Rocky and Fossil Ridge on our broadcast here. If he would have played with that much aggression against Fossil Ridge, it would have been a different game. But he, you got to learn it. Again, he's only, if he's a sophomore, he's what, 16?
Yep. Just getting into that late season, you start really finding your spots on the team.
He's so skilled. He's got to be aggressive.
Yeah. Run and catch that time. Good call. Substitution in there. That was
late call though.
Hayden Reeder substituted in. Coach Brenning not really buying it, but you know, one thing that you notice about Monarch's offense, Randy, they'll get all 5 of their players all of a sudden clear past the top of the key outside the three-point line. Then they just cut back door.
What I didn't like last time, and there's a famous play right there for a three, kind of a fade play. Go behind a double screen, and that's the shot they were looking for, folks. That's a play called for him.
Elliott knocks it down. Three-pointer up and good for the Coyotes, number 22. That's Johnson. Down to minute 25 left here in the first quarter at Rocky Mountain High School. Lobos lead by 2. Johnson goes an easy finger roll. Tried to lean in there. You saw Keegan.
Broke some ankles there.
Yeah, Keegan Johnson tried to lean in, and he got just a shoulder for his efforts. He's almost surprised it wasn't a foul on the floor.
Well, and I'm not sure how much scouting's going on, but if you've watched Xavier play, you want to overplay him to his right, even though he's left-handed. He goes right first before he comes left.
Crossover, yep.
And so you want to go ahead and play him that way.
Habrick back down in for Noah Lovell. Substitutions in for Monarch. Number of bodies coming in here. Taylon Jones, number 3. Grigsby back in.
Both teams averaging right at 60 points a game, so they're well ahead of their
definitely.
pace.
Sawyer Weiler in. Well, 5 or 6 three-pointers will certainly do that. 2 3-point plays we've already had.
Very entertaining first quarter.
Yep. Hayden Reeder back in, number 2. Along with 15 there, Ethan Werner. Lobos patient, just have to make sure they get it across the 10-second line. Habrick does. Double stops. It's the old adage, never teach a big man to dribble. Knew he had to just pull up and just walked it over.
That's why we're not going to let Double D over here dribble the ball for us.
Look at that offense from Monarch. Everybody is well beyond the free throw line, trying to find you, just cheating out. Lobos are just hanging back. They'll let them shoot. They're not going to shoot 25-footers. They're just daring you to start chasing, aren't they?
Yeah, that looks like a...
The defense kind of starts creeping out.
And then you cut back door is what you do. And right now, number 2 could.
Well, they try to find somebody down that corner that does leave that corner open. This is more of a stall. We're down to 15 seconds left here in the first. They trail 20-18. Rocky just sitting back in the zone, and they throw it away. So mentally, you just kind of take that vacation at the end. A little quick offensive substitution here, level out, and Urinowitz back in. That's a nice move by Coach Taffel. Hutchinson gets a chance, heaves it deep.
He could
have made one pass, and it's until you get in those situations you don't know it. But after one quarter here at Rocky Mountain High School, the Lobos lead the Coyotes 20-18. You're watching Streaming Sports.
Wherever it is you want to go, all you need to see is the next 200 feet. That's how life unfolds. A leap of faith. Even if you can't see it, your destination is out there. So just keep going, and you'll get there. 200 feet at a time. The Corolla. Toyota. Let's go places.
You're watching PSD High School Sports live in high definition on Stream It Sports NoCo.
So we're back here now. Second quarter, 20-18 our score.
I'd like to thank one of our sponsors, Schrader Oil, and a new promotion they've got, Ski Free, going on now. Pick up a voucher good for one. Buy one, get one free lift ticket at Schrader's with just a purchase of 10 gallons of gas. Later in the game, we'll hand out a couple vouchers for free gas for some of these students that are in attendance tonight, too.
We want to thank Schrader Oil, one of our fine returning sponsors that's been able to help us bring you these broadcasts. So thank you, Schrader Oil. Got a new marketing guru, too, don't they?
That's right. Yep, we appreciate all that does there. Like I say, we get these out. Trent again in the corner. You got to start finding him down there, don't you? Because that play where the guard just dribbles out of bounds, throws it back. That's his third three-pointer, and he's got one, too. So there's he's got 11 of their 21. He's just 5 points from his average already.
Well, you got to rotate, and then you got to run out on him. You know, I mean, it ain't easy.
You just got to you got to cut off that pass across there. So that guy's out of bounds. You cut that off, you got an easy turnover. You're just not used to getting out of bounds.
We'll see how number 3 went up on Elliott before he could get the 3 off. So that's what you got to do. You got to be quick to get out there.
Elliott, Urinowitz, Hutchinson, Johnson, and Habricht on the floor now for the Lobos. Drive tipped away by Johnson.
Good.
Almost had the steal.
That was a good no-look pass.
Yeah, it really was. That was from number 3 there, Taylor Jones. 21, Sawyer Whaler, and Keegan Johnson, 22 on the court. 33 is Trend. Actually, 22 is out now, almost a turnover. 15 back in the game now again is Werner. Wow, there's a long pass. You got to have your hands up there. You just can't let them get away with those passes. They're diving out of bounds and having to throw them back. I would imagine if we don't see the Lobos start picking those off in a little bit.
But that's the new game. I mean, you go under and you get the 3, and the problem was the shooter wasn't ready, but that shooter was ready, number 33.
Fourth three-pointer. That is some kind of start. Tyler's Trend red hot here in the first half for the Monarchs. They're back in front, 24-20 with 6.5 to play here in the half. Monarch back in their kind of a collapsing 1-2-2 zone.
Well, they're taking the air out of this gym real quick here.
Yeah, they got ran away from a couple times by Rocky, and that's a way to slow it down a little bit.
Noticed our guy with this golden voice down there at the doing public address.
That's
he does
right.
the Rocky football. And
nice entry pass. Urinowitz, just the 8-footer, drops it in for 2. 6 minutes to play in the half.
I tell you, I like this point guard.
Yeah, Coach Brenning's got some depth, doesn't he?
He's got a look that.
Another open three-pointer, a little strong. Rebound by Urinowitz, kicks it out to Johnson. Elliott left alone, gets his feet square, a little strong.
Yeah, but Johnson's got to have his head up so he's not yelling, because when he's yelling, he's telling the defense too.
Yeah, everybody else knows.
Teach that in 6th grade, don't we? Don't. It's good your offense hears you, but so does the defense.
Trent again. That one's partially blocked, I think.
It's called a heat check.
That ball was well short. Trent was wanting a foul call. I don't know if it's partially blocked or palm or both, but Hutchinson was pretty tight that time. More substitutions. Grigsby back in 55. McIntyre 1.
The officials are saying it was
22.
It was neither.
Yeah, just an air ball.
He just shot an air ball after going 4 for 4.
Yeah. Schmansky back in there, 15 also. Make sure we get the right numbers as we go across here. I don't think Elliott thought he was going to be that open.
He didn't, and kind of got up. I don't think he knew whether to go right or left.
Yeah.
He's a left-handed player, so he went with his offhand. Nice.
Same play they started the game with. 26-22 now, Monarch.
They're running a little more of a pro offense, Monarch is. Those aren't some of your typical high school plays that you're used to seeing.
Hudson, the three doesn't get to go. Habrick had good pick out, but now rebound by Grigsby.
Oh boy, they missed.
Yeah, he kind of threw one there, didn't he?
He was ready to score a touchdown, wasn't he?
Yeah.
What a fun game.
Entry pass. Trent tries to get it back outside.
So to explain a little bit about kind of the new basketball is typically there should be somebody in each corner, and then on the wings kind of the 5 spots. And so a point guard should be able to go in and not really have to look.
Yeah.
And they a lot of times throw it to a spot. And that's why you see all these passes, especially in the pros and college. And putback is up and good.
That's a good drive there, number 30 or number 11 in for the Lobos. And that's Hayden Hines, the junior, strong to the hoop because he knew he had backup there. Hines with a steal. Wow. Just gets
first down.
Yeah, I was going to say, wrap up on a tackle like that.
Yeah, didn't quite wrap him up, did he? Got him at the body.
Yeah.
Love the way he held the ball out here, so he had to go through his body to foul him.
Yep, nice job position on it. Trent back at the line, having an excellent first half. Somewhere between 14 or 15 points he's looking at already. Averaging 16, so that will certainly get him to that spot. Just a good shooting stroke. Not a surprise you see that three-pointers going in like they have. Habrick, Urinowitz, Hines, Hudson, and Elliott on the floor for the Lobos. David Johnson back in now for Hudson.
Even though we don't really have any powerhouse teams in front range this year, besides maybe Fort Collins, but there's 3 or 4 shooters that tremendous stroke. You got 2 of them here tonight.
Wow. Habrick went up there. He wanted the foul. He should have put the ball in his left hand. He thought he had time to actually try and dunk it, but should have had the ball in his left hand. You get the call then, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Boy, that's a nice shot.
Grigsby, 6'9" and out there about 25 feet. Trent with a steal, doesn't get it corralled, goes out of bounds.
You call that a stretch 4 in the business.
Yes, you do. Very athletic. Got that frame, you can still add a lot of weight.
Well, when we were playing, if you were 6'9", you could barely get out of your car and walked into the
That's right.
to the school.
21 Weiler back in now for the Coyotes.
Amazing what they're doing with the human body these days. Nice.
Good job.
Closeout defense by 21 there.
Yeah. And Urinowitz just goes on in. Monarch player went running right off the court.
Yeah, 22 got Keegan Johnson.
He's still, I don't know if the coach actually knows he's over there. No, he does. Now he's going to try to get somebody in. Quite a lot of pain, but nobody's really helping him out.
I think Charles Barkley last night might call that a loose ball foul.
Yeah. Trying to find a way to put that into words. Urinowitz up for his second. Chance to knock the lead back down to 5, and he does. 2:39 left in the half. Coyotes lead 31-26 here at Rocky Mountain High School. You're watching Stream at Sports. David Haase along with Randy McCoy.
And we're in trouble. We start quoting Charles Barkley, huh?
Yeah. Elliott just about with a steal there. Had the guard for Monarch tied up, and he's able to get rid of it back to McIntyre. Once again, you see Monarch trying to pull Rocky back out. Pull that defense well above that free throw line. Get that backdoor cut. Just opens up space.
Well, you see what they're doing by doing that. You know, Rocky's having to work really hard just to stay with their man.
Yep. That's an easy charge call there.
Yeah.
Grigsby just out of control. One more dribble. And one thing with this pace that they're keeping, you know, you've seen 10 players on the court already, you know, with a lot of repetition for the Coyotes. Minute 51 left. That's just their 6th foul. Pretty cleanly played game. One more foul and the Coyotes gets the single bonus for the Lobos. They've got 3 fouls, so probably not close to that for the half.
Szymanski back in. He looks like he might play another sport that's physical.
Good football program down there. Wow. Well, Urinowitz has got an IQ around the rim, doesn't he?
Yeah,
that's about 3rd putback. Lead back down to 3.
If he's not all conference this year, he definitely will be next year. And
just does so many things.
Well, he's athletic. It's one of the things you can't really teach. Is he's very lively jumper and plays with good energy.
You almost wonder if Rocky Mountain would go back into zone just to see what they do with this offense.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. That I don't know if I would run with them all the way out there. What they're doing is they're trying to get plays going downhill, as we say. That you start from out here and you make a move, you're just like football. It's hard to stop you.
Well, if you get that half a step, you got all that open area. You can increase that as you go to the bucket, and harder for the defender to change directions too. Go from that horizontal move to that vertical.
Well, that's basically the whole secret behind Russell Westbrook. As we know, I mean, he's always going downhill.
Just about a turnover there. Down to 12 seconds to play. Now to 8. McIntyre out with Johnson on him. And just a silly foul.
Yeah, there's no reason to.
Yeah, 45 foot from the bucket just about.
Johnson's got to watch his composure there.
Yeah, don't react too much, but it's not a spot. 4.3 seconds left. It's only his first foul, but it's just it wasn't a smart foul.
Yeah, the odds of them even getting a good shot when the ball was that far out with 4 seconds is.
Law play underneath the Grigsby. Habrick, though, gets it.
And he's blocked.
Yep. Trying to take it over the top, catches the netting here, which is out of bounds. So after 2 quarters here, the first half is in the books at Rocky Mountain High School. Visiting Monarch Coyotes lead in a good one here, 31-28 over the Lobos. We'll be back for our halftime talk and preview of our last game here in this week and wrap up our season. David Haase and Randy McCoy for Stream at Sports.
The experience here at Pedersen sold me. Quick, easy.
It was easy, easy process.
Super easy.
It's just as easy as could be. My name is Sonny Lubick, and I've been a customer of Pedersen's for over 25 years. After a while, you're not a customer anymore, you're family. They really build up a relationship, And I think probably the thing that keeps me coming back the most is their service is easy. It's too easy.
Everyone complains about millennials. Nonsense. Millennials, I salute you. You save money like no other generation. You share cars, Wi-Fi passwords, canoes, deodorants. My grandson bought a pair of pants with me. They share pants. Today's his pants day. No baby boomer ever shared a pair of pants with me.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
You know, that's $50. In fact, Vineyard Music bought that for me. It's too big to travel with now. Being there.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of by itself.
Oh, it's an envelope, isn't it?
From the herd. Cody needs some gas money? Take everything out.
Here, let me see it. It's probably, there's another one there.
Can I mish it mushed up in one of these? Magic pocket.
Yeah, but just under the
stuff. We got lots left.
Well, those are for our lacrosse games too.
We got two. Yep. That's right. We'll bring it back in. 5 minutes to play. Should I go down there and give these away? Get it done with?
Oh. So we're back here during halftime, and I want to thank our banner sponsor, GoJo Sports. GoJo Sports has been providing team sporting needs since 1974. Screen printing, embroidery, letter jackets, and more, your local place to get high school gear. Check out their new location at 1437 Riverside, just down from the Colorado, and on the south side of the street. And we're down looking, Mr. David Haase is looking for somebody, 2 students to give our Schrader Oil gas bucks to. So let's see here he goes. All right, Dylan, you got your camera on him. Let's get a close-up on those 2. This is Schrader Oil gas bucks. Wave at the camera. There, right there, got $10 in gas. And boy, I'll tell you what, that's great. Thank you, Schrader Oil, for $10 of gas for 2 students. Gas bucks for students who need gas. Gasoline, that is. So anyway, got a good competitive game here tonight. 31-28 at half. Both teams are now back out, and boy, David, that was quite a theatrical performance for you by you down there.
Yeah, that's a tough way to make a living there, giving away free gas. Thanks, Schraders, for that. But when the kids figure out what it is, they're like, really? Gas money?
Yes, gas money. You got to find a couple of people that their parents aren't just, filling them up all the time. So that gas money means something. I'm sure if their parents filled up, they'll just give that to their parents as payment, don't you think?
Probably say thanks, Dad, thanks, Mom.
Anyway, we got ourselves quite a competitive game here, David.
Well, if you look at the way this first half went, a couple runs early by Monarch, Rocky answered, Urinowitz and others making some plays in the middle, and then another run again. I think the story really is the shooting by Trend. Tyler Trend just put on quite a display there in that first half. They got 31 points, and I think he had 16 or 17 of them.
Yeah, it was, and we were talking about both teams average 60 a game, and here we are, both teams right on their average after having really coming out of the chute the first quarter way above their average. And so both teams playing well, really. I mean, this is a
good, clean game. It was a fast game, as we said. Now, neither team was even in the single bonus foul-wise, and you kind of expect that later in the year. Sometimes some games can get kind of chippy, but tonight both these teams are playing hard. Thanks again to all our sponsors that get these games to us. Schrader Oil, along with First Bank and Pedersen Toyota.
And GoJo Sports. We just talked about them a little bit, so let our sponsors know how much you enjoy this, and we'll be talking a little bit here in the second half. We're going to be unleashing our first lacrosse schedule here later in the week. We'll get that over to our executive producer, Phil Mildren, and he'll get that on the website so you all can see. But our first match is going to be a big one, Rocky Mountain, and these are
a unified
team, yep. Meaning they're all 4 high schools, but it's going to be Rocky Mountain against Windsor March 9th. Here on Stream It Sports, so mark that on your calendar, and we're doing our due diligence to see what kind of announcers we are for lacrosse.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. We get to learn the game. That's going to have to be a hand check foul. Trend right out of the both kind of has an oops foul. Trend number 33 is talking about they had the hot hand the first half for the Monarchs. Yep. Out there also is McIntyre, Grigsby, number 55, McIntyre number 1, number 22. Blocked right away. Got to be a little quicker. Tell you one thing I do like about Monarch is they play defense, hands are up.
Yes, they are.
And that's Grigsby's second three-pointer, 6'9", as you say, playing out that far and knocking him down. Pretty impressive shot for a player. And now he gets the steal. Lobo's a little careless twice down the court. And Elliott just pretty much pins him so he doesn't get the easy bucket.
Well, he's athletic. He put some pounds on him, and of course they've had a famous NBA player came out of Monarch, Amundsen.
Yep.
And had a nice NBA career. I think he played for every team in the NBA. But
yeah, one of those guys that
but boy,
you always
he was
wondered on your roster.
Boy, he played hard, and I think last I saw he was playing with the Knicks. So I think he's gone now. But
quick little run there. 4 points for Grigsby starting out the gate. Also on the court, 21 Weiler, 22 Johnson for the Monarch Coyotes.
In general, Monarch's got just a little bit more energy
I'd say so. Well, they're playing 10 guys, so they're on the court. I think Coach Brennick says you're on the court, you're running, you're moving. Much more up-tempo offense. Lobos tend to move it around, kind of find their spots. Hutchinson, Elliott with the three. That's short. Habrick goes up, gets a rebound. Loses it out of bounds, though.
He's off his own knee.
Yeah, just got a little bit of a ding from Grigsby as he turned around. Also out there is, like I said, Hutchinson, Elliott, and Johnson, along with Habrick. Lobos down by 7 here early in the third.
That's a good look.
Yeah, it really was. Hutchinson did a nice job staying low and staying in front of Trin. McIntyre penetration, kick out again. Grigsby, he's feeling it. That's his third three. For a team to come in shooting pretty good from the out three-point line, 35% for the season, they are filling it up. Lobos have got to find Urinowitz in the middle again of the zone, don't you?
They are.
Right now, they're content to let him be pushed out and just throw passes over the top of hands. Got to cut that zone in half once in a while.
Well, this happens in high school because, you're good athletes, and there they got a good look for Elliott. But he has not been a volume shooter tonight.
Nope. Nice look by Trin, goes across to Elliott. Blocked by Habrick, good block. 3-on-2, Lobos have got numbers. I'll tell you what, Xavier Johnson made a really good shot because he was out of position when the trailing defender came down, hung in the air, puts it off the glass.
And was able to move the ball to not get blocked.
Lobos back out in the running game, which they prefer. Reach foul is going to be called on Grigsby. That's 4 fouls on Grigsby, so that's a game changer right away.
Yeah, and it's kind of a lack of discipline there.
Yeah, it was a long ways from the bucket. He really wanted to get anything. He thought Urinowitz pinned, and Urinowitz just too quick for him.
Well, if you got 3.
Yeah.
Last place at 6'9" guy ought to be is out on the perimeter reaching after the ball. Mr. Elliott's got to get some shots up. There he goes.
Yeah, much more flat foot look at that time. Got that momentary look that he hadn't had the first couple. 38-33 now. Lobos trail by 5.
Well, you were a big scorer in high school. Just talk a little bit about the rhythm of shooting. And, if you don't shoot for a whole quarter or, take one shot a half, and a nice move.
That really was. Surprised that didn't fall. Great job there.
It's hard to get that going again. You got to take a couple of 3 shots to get things going.
Shooters got to shoot. We've always said that. And in a process, the offense is, you got to shoot within the flow of the offense. Otherwise, the rest of your teammates just start standing around. That's a pretty good way to put it. Elliott has to find his spots. And when he does, just shoot with confidence. Baseline, Urinowitz goes up, tries to tip it out. Oh, nice play back underneath there.
Great defense.
Yeah, Szymanski just anticipated it. Johnson goes down, no tie-up. Arrow's going to favor the Coyotes. He just kind of.
What the zone's doing is it's kind of taking Xavier out of his game a little bit because he's not able to get all the way to the hole. And typically in a man-to-man, he can get by his guy.
Yep, plugs that middle up pretty well. You had Reeder there that time, almost got away with it. 4:17 to play here in the third quarter, 38-33. Coyotes lead. Elliott's going to be calling the foul. That's just one of those, you're trailing. Don't reach. Keegan Johnson shows some pretty good explosiveness. The junior goes by, draws the foul. That's 2 team fouls on each of the third, more importantly, on Elliott. So your primary 3-point shooters here in the second half are both on the bench. Oh, nice play. Lobos kind of fell asleep. That's way too easy. Yeah, fell asleep on the backside there. Hines and Loveland now again for the Lobos. Back to man defense. You got to find Urinowitz somehow to get him involved here too.
Yeah, they got, you tell people, get your hands up, get your hands up. And how many steals have we seen just because they had their hands up?
They're ready and waiting.
Nice extra pass. Although I might have wanted Trin to take that shot, but.
Yeah, as well as he's been shooting, it's good to show the teammates. Szymanski's going to go I think he's going to go to the line there, shooting 2. Timeout's going to be taken by Rocky Mountain. So 40-33, 7-point lead for the Coyotes. You're watching Streaming Sports.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
So we're back here now. 40-33 is our score. 3:34 left in the third quarter in a fast-paced game. And really a well-played game if you think about it. This has been one of the better played games we've seen, most competitive games we've seen all year, really.
I think the depth is showing, too, with Monarch. I mean, like I say, Coach Brenning's playing 10, and not a lot of drive. Just seen a few substitutions by Rocky, playing basically 8.
For those of you who may have been, few who may have been listening over halftime, we had a hot mic and we didn't realize it, and we talked about Cody needing gas money as he hits his first one.
Good shot.
See, Cody is one of our colleagues, and he happens to be my son, but he's also a college student, so we tease him quite a bit.
All we can.
All we can. So,
all in love,
so
though.
That's a little history behind what you heard on air as Dave talked about that.
Searching for our sponsor giveaway. Now kind of a jumping man-to-man back out by Monarch. Boy, they've done a good job of just switching up their defenses, haven't they? Urinowitz.
It's a 2.
Nope.
They missed that one.
I thought his foot as he stepped through it, he looks like he landed on the line.
Yeah, that wasn't even really close.
Oh, great pass. Little bunny, though, is short. Urinowitz on the rebound.
They looked where he started, but
yeah, he
took his right foot out, and half his foot was over the line.
Johnson, lose control of the ball, goes to the floor, picked up by Johnson. He goes down the other end, misses the running layup.
Yeah, he's got to get under control, make a good pass there.
Yep. Wow.
Boy, that's like sharks in there. You put that ball in the
paint. Noah Lovell needs to get those elbows out. Make somebody pay for coming in, diving in on his hands. Elliott back in the game along with Haverick. Hines and Lovell goes for a moment.
You like the energy by Keegan Johnson when he came down just now, but you got to get under control.
Yeah.
Because you don't get that many shots at layups, and you got to hit those, especially on the road in a conference game.
McIntyre and Jones back in now for the. You can just go back and get 2 more quick guards.
That's
Set
money.
3.
Oh.
Off. Nice rebound. Haverick's got pounded in the board. Tries to step up behind, gets packed around.
And one.
It's a way to stick with it. Lobos have been actually very active and successful around the offensive boards. They just haven't that many putbacks.
Fortunately, the officials were looking at the ball in the hands and everything and weren't looking at the feet.
Because they took a little hop step.
A great illusionist, huh?
Trent foot on the line, a little strong that time. Long tip. Elliott with the rebound.
Boy, that was a quick stop by Elliott, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, good feet. Just as we say that.
Yeah.
Passed a little off balance, fell down, but he actually still kept the ball live.
He did his best curly kneel there.
Urinowitz inside, McIntyre just pushes him. Lays it soft up on the rim. Boy, he does have a nice release, doesn't he? Not much rotation.
Good to see the young man play this way towards the end of the year here. I mean, they're going to get a playoff game, that's for sure this year. So
Lobos back to within 1. And a walk call. Jones double shuffle. Lobos with a minute 27 left here in the third, a chance to tie it back up, down by 10 early in this third quarter.
Monarch has made Rocky Mountain earn every single point they've gotten, haven't they?
Monarch back in their zone. I like this here. Elliott just pulls it out and say, okay, let's set it up, see if they're going to stay that way or not. Coach Taffel shouting out what he wants his players to set up in. Entry pass to Johnson. Positive goes around. As you said, if he gets one-on-one in the middle, he's just knifes his way around. Lobos back in front by 1.
And he's been able to do that since he's in 5th grade, so.
Trent been pretty quiet here this quarter. 35 seconds to play here. Monarch just playing a high handoff look here, trying to find some way to cut. Got one player just standing under the rim there. I think the official wanted to count 3 or 4 or 5. He had him. If you look at Trent hold the ball, he can palm the ball. He holds it out like it's an apple. Under 10 to play here. Monarch better find a way to get the shot off.
He's only 6'1".
Oh, great look.
Man.
Nice pass. And a bucket right at the buzzer for the Monarch Coyotes. Puts them back.
Can you say putting a little sugar on that pass?
Yeah, he did. He put a little around the corner on it, and they finally post the score up. I thought I missed a bucket, but now they do lead after 3 quarters, 44-43. Another great contest here in the Front Range League at Rocky Mountain High School. You're watching Streaming Sports.
Everyone complains about millennials. Nonsense. Millennials, I salute you. You save money like no other generation. You share cars, Wi-Fi passwords, canoes, deodorants. My grandson bought a pair of pants with me. They share pants. Today's his pants day. No baby boomer ever shared a pair of pants with me.
There you got a good shot of the cheer squad and the student section tonight.
Tuesday night games are a little tougher, so commend those kids for coming out and supporting their classmates. Busy day here at Rocky Mountain High School. I got to take part in a career expo, the thing the teachers do to bring in some of us veteran businessmen here locally and women to come in and talk about different careers.
You have a career?
I try. Don't ask my wife. Speaking of wives, you and I are both way ahead of our game from the outset.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day to Jenna and Chris.
Yes.
Talk about 2 guys who outkicked their coverage.
Yeah, we did pretty good, didn't we?
Johnson underneath, oh, nice pivot around. He's got good help, though, help defense. Hangs it off the glass. He just does such a great job of holding the ball away and body protection, doesn't he?
Well, he can hang just that little extra second that most guys can't. I mean, that's just
strength.
Leg strength. If you looked at his legs, he's built.
Oh, nice pass by McIntyre underneath. A little strong.
Yeah, you got to. That was a little frustration foul there.
Exactly. Yeah, he knew he had the easy layup and the great feed by McIntyre. See how long it takes before Coach Brenning will put Grigsby back in. Trey Storm in 25 now.
And you look up here and Rocky Mountain's ahead.
Well, they say the game's been in surges. Both these teams have had runs, and Lobos were down by 10, lead by 1.
And you ask, how did a couple of rascals like us get out on Valentine's Day to do a high school basketball game?
Yeah, it's surprising that our dance cards weren't that full. To everybody that doesn't know us. Man defense again by the Coyotes. Johnson just patient. It's a young Rocky Mountain team. Foul on the floor.
Are you saying the true gift may be the leaving as opposed to the being there?
we may not be. We may not be as missed as much as we think. Can't be. Foul underneath that time by McIntyre, his first. That's 16 fouls. That's telling. That's 3 fouls down kind of quick for the Coyotes. One more puts the Lobos in the single bonus. They've got 3 here for the half.
This has been one of Xavier Johnson's best games I've seen, and he hasn't maybe scored as much as he does, but he has played under control. And he's starting to score now.
Yeah. Well, and it's a great look. Urinowicz saw him do a backdoor cut, anticipated, had the ball on the way just as he cleared the defender.
He actually might still be the...
trying a little pressure defense out there.
Yeah, there's just no reason to foul at half court.
We've had both teams doing a lot of that tonight, trailing and catching. Grigsby back in now. Lobos up by 3. I Coach Brenning, it's a good time to put him in with 6:21 left in the game.
Yeah, because...
they've missed a few underneath that you wouldn't think he'd have that same problem with. Also back in is 22 Johnson. So there's that cross play. The Lobos were ready for it. And that's part of the problem with that, though. If you jump it, Trent had nowhere to go, out of control, and this turnover to the Lobos. Fooled me a couple times, but third time we're looking at it. Looking underneath.
Oh, good pass.
Chance Elliott spots up. Doesn't get it to go. Trent the long rebound, almost loses it. Layup doesn't fall.
Another out of control layup.
Yeah. Johnson shouldn't have picked up his dribble. Habrick, though, strong offensive rebound. That's probably about 5 offensive rebounds for Frederick Habrick tonight. Lobos by 5 all of a sudden.
Trent has not been able, I don't believe he scored in the second half after having probably 17.
Fall away there.
As soon as I say that.
Yep. And drills the long
Splash.
three-pointer. So timeout's going to be taken by Monarch here. 5:16 left. They trail by 2 at Rocky Mountain.
Wherever it is you want to go, all you need to see is the next 200 feet. That's how life unfolds. A leap of faith. Even if you can't see it, your destination is out there. So just keep going, and you'll get there. 200 feet at a time. The Corolla. Toyota. Let's go places.
Johnson.
So you see the Rocky Mountain bench there, Coach Taffel telling his players, and we've been in these situations millions of times as coaches, is guys, you have the lead. You got 5:16. You know, keep your head, relax, have fun. Right now, it's not time to ice this thing.
No,
take care of the ball.
Monarch is certainly scoring bunches. They've already proven that a couple times tonight.
And they're not looking. They're not looking at the.
Yeah.
And we finally got a bonus tonight.
Well, and Habrick did the right thing there. He had a split in the defense, went through, and they had to foul him.
But he had a wide open.
Yeah, he couldn't get rid
player
of the ball.
in the corner.
That's part of the thing when you use your post players that far out.
They're not used to looking up. And
nope. Rebound by Storm. First one was off, so no blood really there on the foul. So McIntyre, Trent, Storm, Johnson, and Grigsby on the court. Oh, yeah. Johnson knew it. As soon as he stopped, he dragged his pivot foot.
Yeah, he's got some good skills, good talent. He's a little out of control. His brain's going ahead of his body.
Yeah, easy to do. Hudson in now.
I think I want Xavier. If we're going to take that shot, I want Xavier to take the other one.
Hudson's going to be called for the foul mid-court, mostly because Trent was a little away from the collision. He goes down. You got to call on somebody.
Yeah,
his second.
Xavier's got to take that shot inside the free throw line. I mean,
yeah, you're right.
With 4:40 left, you know, if it's 2 minutes left, maybe not, but you certainly don't want to go out to
go with your key guys.
One of your bench players.
And Johnson with a push off there on Elliott.
Rocky's defense is frustrating Monarch now a little bit. 4:31 left here in the fourth quarter.
Monarch players probably lucky the officials don't read lips. Pass ahead, Hutchinson back out to Elliott.
I bet you they could read those words.
Yeah. 49-47 with 4:15 left here to play. Habrick stood in the lane and never cleared himself out. Saw it coming. The official, she was right there behind him. And
give her credit because, you know, it happens all the time, and a lot of officials don't even look at it anymore.
And I think she gave him just the 3.5, too, just thinking he might move. You start showing the move, officials say it's really not big to play. Grigsby, his time on the bench kind of put him down.
Yeah, he's got to get up a couple of shots, get warm again. Should be pretty easy to foul him out.
Yeah, you'd want to go after the big guy right now, get somewhere inside.
Well, they've got him.
He's playing clear out front. He's chasing around on Hutchinson now. Not even guarding Habrecht. He's got Storm on Habrecht. Probably just to say not to play where we get you into a post foul. Lobo's very deliberate.
This is what I get a little concerned about with Rocky Mountain is they don't want to go away from what got them this lead yet.
Yeah. Now Urinowitz has got Grigsby out. That's where you want to say, let's put it on the floor, see if he can stay with you. No shot clock in high school. You do have to make an offensive move, though. You can't just stand with the ball. Actually kind of a turnaround play. Lobo's doing basically what a lot of the game has been for Monarch, just to make him. Trent did a nice job of running on that defense. He thought he's going to get it, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And
good-looking player. And a timeout's going to be taken by Rocky Mountain.
That was good execution by Rocky Mountain. Again, you know, coaches have their view of how to hold on to a lead and different things. And sometimes as we saw last night with KU and West Virginia.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can kind of go into that prevent,
yeah,
and stop playing, and then all of a sudden you lose the momentum. And Rocky Mountain, although there's not a large crowd here, has the momentum. But when you start slowing things down, then it seems like you might lose it. So
see how they finish this on out when they come out of the inbounds play here. Like I say, I would try to go in, find some way to go at Grigsby, make him play defense in the post. And you think that might be part of why coach, they can't substitute him out. They've already broke the huddle. Yeah, Grigsby can't go out. They're trying to get him out of the game just for that reason.
So now he probably said, all right, let's take another minute off.
Well, they're in the single bonus. And, you know, if you're smart, you might draw a foul or two, but
well, you don't want to go in the corner, that's for sure.
Yeah. And just a poke from behind, you'll reach around play. About 1 out of 10, you get that to work. Most of the time it's a foul. But Trent just.
But he had it up high up by his hip, and that's why he was able to. Yeah, he's got to shoot the ball.
That's great defense by Ryan Hutchinson.
It was great defense.
Very good defense. Stay in front of his man, force him to the baseline, use that baseline as his extra defender.
I mean, if you're Monarch, you got two great options.
There's no score in about the last 3 minutes.
No, it's all
on these little long passes where now if you're Greenwich, you got.
There you go. That's
where you're building a beat. Greenwich catches it back, doesn't get to go. Habrick, another offensive rebound. He goes up, is going to get the foul. It will be on Storm, not on Grigsby. Boy, Fred Habrick, you know, as a kid, long, lanky, you know, he's not the ball handling big guy type, but boy, he's been a force tonight on the boards, especially the offensive end.
Still a one-possession game.
A big 2 for 2 for Fred Habrick right there. The senior puts the Lobos up by 4. Minute 43 left here. Great night, Front Range League Conference game. Thanks for watching Stream It Sports. Grigsby looked at it. He could have had a travel call there. Three-pointers a little bit out of balance there. Habrick another rebound. Johnson does not have to be in a hurry, and that's what happens when you get in a hurry.
Yeah, he's
And Keegan Johnson just about got the steal.
Yeah, now what I would tell is, hey, guys, we got the lead comfortably. We don't need to be in a hurry at all, do anything.
Don't lob the passes. You get any crisp passes there. Go to the bucket when you have a chance. Clear it out.
I'd play a 5-game layups only is what I would.
Yeah, start looking at it. Make them come get you. Lovell back in now.
I would get a couple more guards in there, though.
Yeah, Trent keeps looking for his way to get back out and pick one off. Now they're starting to jump and double team. Ball just thrown up in the air. Lucky to get away with that. Johnson's out of control, and there's the foul. Foul going to be called on Talon Jones.
And I think Rocky's had a great year. They don't have they really don't have a point guard.
Yeah.
And I think they've done a great job with Johnson and
big free throw coming here under 52 seconds to play.
And Elliott, and he's going to
5 points substitution. Habrick back in for Lovell. Grigsby back in along with Weiler.
This is a big win for Rocky if they can.
They got a hold off here in the last 52 seconds.
This will be their 5th in a row if they.
Yeah, exactly. So big 2 for 2 and a 4 free throws in a row for the Lobos here. Gives them a 6-point lead, 47 seconds to play. Monarch really in no hurry. And it'll be an offensive foul. Grigsby's going to foul out, trying to push Uranowitz around. Uranowitz had great position. That's going to be 5 fouls. Oh, but I had the wrong play. I thought I had Grigsby on the call there. Actually, that was on number 21, Weiler. Nope. Offensive fouls don't shoot, so that's why you steal the Lobos taking the ball inbounds. Trap, nice job getting it down court. Long pass, Johnson's got the hustle. Lovell underneath.
Oh my gosh, what a play by Xavier.
8-point lead. Oh, McIntyre out of control, dives into the Lobos, and Spencer Lovell, or Noah Lovell, both ends of the court, makes big plays. Gets the big go-ahead bucket down there, 29 seconds left, and gets down. The big man ran the court, and the guard trying to make a play, flies into him.
Well, it's either walking, it's got to be something. You got to call something because he took 4 steps.
Yeah, he did. Possession arrow favors Monarch. Break for them with 26-6 left.
What was weird about it is he took the 3 steps before they called the.
Yeah, the whistle. He's trying to decide what to do because they were hugging him. Big inbounds play here. Has to kick around top to Grigsby. He's got to find a way to get the ball in the air. Keegan Johnson, 17-footers up off.
And Rocky's going to come out of here with this win.
Oh, big block by Habrecht on Grigsby. Habrecht, another big rebound. Monarch just not finishing around the rim. Smart play that time, down to 2 seconds. Time's going to run out.
And Rocky Mountain, what a second half, boy. We have watched this team grow up before our very eyes, haven't we?
The composure, as you said, Randy, not in a hurry. Took care of a team that was 8-2 in the league here. And I'll tell you what, there's another Poudre School District team quite happy to see that loss tacked on by the Lobos to the Coyotes.
Yeah, which pretty much handed Fort Collins the conference title now, giving them three losses, tied with Fossil Ridge, I believe, for second now. So what a game, and that last play by Xavier Johnson, the hustle down, saved the ball from going out of bounds, and having the thoughtfulness, presence of mind to pass it to the player underneath the bucket. What an outstanding team win.
And they did finish
Rocky.
it, you're right. The team finished it that way, and credit to Coach Taffel and his kids that they've grown up here. That's a pretty good Monarch team. So as they finish the night here, 55-47, we had a good one here on Streaming Sports.
Anyway, for Randy McCoy, Double D and David Haas, the final score 55-47. We'll be back Thursday night for Fort Collins and Monarch girls game at 6:30 for our final basketball broadcast. Also going to have a couple of unified games. So anyway, we'll see you Thursday night here on Stream It Sports.
Poudre School District High School Basketball, live on Stream It Sports, Northern Colorado. has been brought to you by Schrader Oil. Fuel your day. By Pedersen Toyota.